If you're thinking of applying to YC in the next few weeks, one of the main things that you have to figure out is your interview video. Less than a minute and probably your only chance to convince the YC folks that you need to be accepted. So what's the best way to create this video? Let's dive into it right now. Now, I have to disclaim that I'm not with YC. So what I'll tell you is my opinion. It doesn't come from YC itself, but I've seen thousands of YC startups over the years. I run a VC fund called Lobster Capital, where I invest in the best YC startups in the world. And I've seen tons of application video of companies that have been accepted and companies that haven't. So what I'll share with you is just my experience and the opinion that I formed along the way. I can give you a few tips to give your video the best shot so that your application is taken seriously. So what should be in your video? First of all, YC makes it clear that this is not a demo video. They don't want you demoing your product or sharing your screen. They want to see the founders. All of the founders have to be here, and ideally in the same room is much better than on a Zoom call. The second thing is that your video should not be more than 1 minute. Try to really respect this rule, because if you're applying and already not respecting this simple rule, it's not a good sign. YC is not going to think you're very serious because they gave you one instruction and you didn't respect it. What should you talk about during this minute? Again, YC gives you some guidelines. You should introduce the team and you should introduce the project that you're working on. It's pretty simple. I'll give you 2 pro tips to make this video much better. The first tip is to not script the video and not be reading from a script, which sounds very unnatural, but to actually talk normally, like you would be talking to a friend, directly into the camera. And so you can have multiple takes, keep the best one, but it has to be natural, not scripted and read. This is a big difference. And actually most YC application videos are read from scripts, and you can tell if it's read from a script, it is less natural. If it just flows, if it just comes from the heart, you can really tell the difference and it makes for a much better video. Now you might be wondering, how can I make sure to have everything I want in the video to say everything I want to say if it's not scripted? Well, you should practice. Remember, it's only 60 seconds. So anyway, you probably have 3-4 major things that you want to say. You can practice it, say it a couple times, make sure everything's in there, but still unscripted. The second pro tip I want to give you is to talk about the fit between the founder and the project, the project founder fit. YC really believes that you have to show them why you and your co-founders are the very best people to solve that specific problem. So that's what you should give them in your video. Is it personal for you? How come you're building this specifically? What's the link there? And why are you uniquely positioned to solve this? I'll give you a third bonus tip to increase massively your chances of being accepted, which is to talk about where you are right now, what you've accomplished, and what traction do you have. I recently saw a company who was just accepted, and in their application video, they showed that they already have 2,000 GitHub stars on their project. So clearly, the community and people are interested into what they're building. YC takes this very seriously because YC wants to back companies that make something people want. So if there's already 2,000 people on GitHub that like your project, it's a very clear sign you're making something people want, going into the right direction. If you're able to show this in your application video, it will go a very long way towards getting accepted. Okay, that's it. So if you have a video that's around 1 minute, that's in person, that's not too rehearsed, and that really shows what you're building and why you're uniquely equipped to solve that problem, I think it already puts you in the top 20% of YC application videos from what I've seen. So good luck, and let me know in the comments how it goes. I publish weekly on this YouTube channel about Y Combinator and the VC world. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button if you like this video, and feel free to give me in the comments ideas of next topics that I should cover. Thank you for watching. See you next time.